This video will show you how to identify, prepare, and stage materials prior to production once the material staging app has been set up. See our Setup Material Staging video for instructions on setting up the app. To stage materials, your production orders need to be set up so that components can be grouped into kits and staged. In a production order, the location must have a bin that has a designated staging bin. The item being manufactured must have a kit group. I can see for the sausage item that it has a kit group code of FG, which is from the item card. And if I look at the components, I can see that several items have a kit group code, as well as kit subgroup codes and a bulk unit of measure. These values defaulted in from the production bill of materials or BOM, but can be changed if needed. When a production order has staging information, a material staging order can then be created. Open the Material Staging Orders page and select New. First, you need to choose the production orders for which you want to stage materials. Select Get Source Components. I want to filter the production orders by released, and I want to stage materials for 3 production orders. When selecting multiple orders, the manufactured item, status, location, and starting date must be the same. Any production order components that are associated with the kit group are returned and displayed in the Lines Fast tab. If I want, I can change the group code to group the items in a different way. Next, I'll select Suggest Kits, which will group the items based on the kit production group. You can see the first suggested group is for the packaging for all 3 production orders, because the kit production group is orders for the FG and packaging combination. Then there is a grouping for each production order and its line for the bulk bags of salt, because the kit production group is by order line and a bulk unit of measure was defined. The white pepper, black pepper, and salt are grouped together for each production order, because again the production group is by order line. The salt is the remaining amount that was not part of the bulk bag. If the items are grouped the way I want, I have a few options for moving forward. I can create kits for all the lines by selecting Create Kits, or I can create a kit for just one line by selecting that line and selecting Create Kit. There's also another option, Allocate Kit, which is useful if kits were already mixed but not yet used. In this example, I'll select Grouping 7, which includes white pepper, black pepper, and salt, and then I'll select Allocate Kit. This opens a page that shows any kits that have already been assembled but haven't been allocated yet. For a kit to appear here, it must be an exact match to the items and quantities in the selected group. I'll choose this matching kit, and you'll see the kit stage status is full. Now that this group is taken care of, I'll create kits for the remaining lines by selecting Create Kits. If I created a kit in error, I can select the line and unallocate it. Once the kits are created, I can stage the kits by picking the items and placing them in the staging bin. I'll open the kit I want to stage. You can see the staging order it's associated with. The items in the kit are listed, and each has a demand line and a supply line. The demand line shows what is needed to build the kit, and the supply line is how you build the kit. On the supply line, enter the quantity you're staging, where it's located, and if it's tracked, select the lot, package, or serial number. I'll populate the remaining supply lines. Now the lines are ready to stage. I'll select a supply line and select Stage. You can see that a staged line was added and the items were moved to the staging bin. I'll continue staging the remaining lines. If something was staged by accident, I can select the staged line and choose Correct Unstage. The staged items can now be moved to production. You can move an individual kit to production. From the kit, select Move to Production. A new production line is added for each line, and the to production state is changed to full. If a kit was moved incorrectly, you can select the production line and choose Correct Remove from Production. You can also move all the kits in a staging order to production. Returning to the material staging order, where all of the kits have now been staged, I can select Kit, Move Kits to Production. And all of the staged kits are moved to production. Once kits are moved to production, you can complete the process by consuming the kits. You can open a kit and consume it individually by selecting Consume. A consumption line is added, and the consumption state is changed to full, and the items are removed from inventory. I can also return to the material staging order and choose Consume Kits to consume all of the kits in the staging order that have been moved to production. And now you know how to use the Material Staging app.